Thanks for tuning in. This week we're going to be doing a yoga session on the dock. Now all you need for this is a mat. Bring your body and do modifications where needed. I'll be reading out the instructions as we go along, so do your best to follow along. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, only you can reach the goals that you set. I'm Jessica and this is Diamond Workouts. So we're going to start by finding the middle of our mat, breathing in and reaching our hands up above our head, breathing out and bringing our arms back down. Breathe in, bring our arms up and fold over as you breathe out. Reach your hands up through center, breathing in. Expand your arms open wide, chest, heart open to the sky, hands to heart. Take a moment here just to breathe and then reach up, breathing in and fold over, breathing out. Take a moment and then roll up your spine, reaching your hands overhead, hands again coming to heart center. Now we're going to fold over, reaching our hands down towards the mat, stepping our feet back into a plank position. Hold that plank and then bring it back into a downward dog. You're going to want to bring your shoulders down and stretch, come back to plank and reach your hips back and over. Maybe pedal out the heels a little bit, stretching that downward dog. Breathing in, come forward to plank and bring your knees down to the mat. Tabletop, we're going to do some cat-cows. Breathing in, stretching your heart forward and your tailbone up, and then breathing out and arching your back like a cat, tucking your tailbone under. Breathe in, reaching your chest up again, tailbone up as well, stomach down, and breathe out, coming to arch your back like a cat. And then one more time, we're going to go back to cow, breathing out, in and out to cat. We're going to come to a neutral spine, tuck your toes under, reach your hips up and back to a downward dog. Step your feet forward to the front of your mat and roll up, reaching your hands above head. Bring your hands down to heart center and take a breath in, reaching your hands up and out down to heart center. Bring your hands to side, mountain pose, hands on hip, and take a step back with your left foot. Front knee is bent, and reach your hands above head. Then come into a warrior two. You're going to go into exalted warrior, reach your hand down, and then your right arm up. Feel that stretch, come back to warrior two, and we're going to take triangle, bring your right arm down, left arm up, hold for a moment, and then come back to center. Put your hands on your hip and straighten out the leg. I'm going to turn forward and bring the left leg just a little bit forward to be on a 45-degree angle. Reach your arm up and reach back. Warrior one. Come back to center and step your foot to meet your other foot. Take the right foot back and reach your hand above head. Warrior one on the other side. And then we're just going to step that right foot back to a warrior two. And reach your hand above head. And bring your left arm down to make a triangle. Hold it here. Come back to center. Straighten the legs. Turn both toes forward and just fold forward, bringing your hands to reach your mat. Keep your back straight, and then you're just going to fold over top. Release your neck, release your head, release your shoulders, fold over. And come back to a flat back, hands on hip, and push yourself up to standing. You're going to heel toe those feet together until they reach center. And then reach your hands up above head, breathing in and breathe out. Bring your hands to side. One more time, breathing in, reach your hands above head and out, folding over your body. Release your head and roll up slowly. Bring your hands above head and meet them down at the sides. We're going to come to sit on our mat. You're going to stretch your left leg out and bring your right leg into the number 4 shape. We're just going to reach our left hand up above head and fold forward. Bring to your calf or your toes. Just reaching. Hold that stretch. Hold and release. And we're going to switch feet. Bring out the right leg and left leg to the number 4. And arm up, folding over the right leg with your arm on your calf or hand to foot. Just hold that stretch and release. Reach both hands up. Bring both feet forward and just fold over both legs. Reach your hands to your calves. Stretch to a flat back, straight back. And then breathe out and fold over. Then release. Sit up straight, roll your shoulders back. And we're going to come over to lay down on our mats, on our bellies. Just take a moment to pause here. Breathe. Feel the work that was done in your back and along the sides of your body. Switch ears down on the mat. You're going to bring your hands by your chest, rib cage, and you're just going to peel your chest up and off the mat without using your hands. Lift them off the mat if you can, and then release back down slowly to your mat, ear to one side. Then we're going to reach our hands behind our back, interlocking fingers above your bottom, and then lift your chest and thighs, peel them off the mat, reach your heart up, and then release down to the mat. Other ear comes down to rest on the mat. Take a moment here to just breathe. And then we're going to come back into a tabletop position, hands and knees, and up into a downward dog. Pedal out the feet and reach your right foot up, bringing your knee to elbow. Hold and extend your right leg back. You're going to bring it in across your body to the opposite elbow. Hold. And then we're going to reach back, up, and bring your knee in to the middle as to touch your nose. And hold. And reach back. Three-legged dog. And bring your foot back down to the mat. We're going to take the other side now. You might want to pedal out your feet. And then reach your left leg up, bringing your knee to meet the elbow. Hold. Hold. And then reach back. We're going to bring our knee in across to the opposite elbow. And we're just going to hold. Hold. And reach back. And then we're going to bring that knee in between our arms as to reach our nose. And we're going to hold and reach back. And then we're going to walk into the middle of our mat and roll up our spine. And then fold over. And then roll all the way to standing. Bring your hands down to your sides. Take a breath. Breathe in, hands up above your head. And breathe out, down to your sides. Take a moment here. And we're going to turn our left leg to the side, bend your knee, and pick it up. You can place it on your thigh or your calf. Avoid the knee joint. Keep your hips level and reach your hands above your head or bring them to heart center, whichever works for you. And we're going to bring our hands down, turn our knee in towards our body. And release. Now we're going to take the other side. I'm just going to turn so you can see. Take your right leg, bend your knee, pick it up, place it on your thigh or calf, avoiding the knee joint. Level off your hips, reaching your hands up above your head or to heart center. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then we're going to turn our knee in and down. Our foot goes to the mat. Breathing in and reaching up. Breathing out and folding over our body. Breathing in, reaching up above our head. And again, breathing out. Bring your hands to your hips. We're going to pick up our knee, left knee, turn it to the side, reaching out our right arm and looking towards our fingertips to one side. And then gently come to center and release. Adjust your pants if you need. Reach your knee up on the other side. Use your hand to bring it to the side, reaching out your left arm. And then when you're ready, just take your gaze over your left arm, trying to hold steady. It's okay if you wobble. Just come back to the pose. Breathing in. And gently release, coming back to center. Breathing in, hands above head. And out, folding over. Breathing in, reaching up. And then hands to hip. We're going to reach above head and fold, putting our hands to the mat, stepping back to plank, knees to mat, and we're going to come to sit on our heels. Just take a moment here to breathe, bring your shoulders back, roll them out if you need. Take deep breaths in and out. We're going to bring our knees wide as the mat here. And we're going to place our bottom into our feet like a little bowl on our bottom. And if that's enough for you, just stay there. If you can come down further without your knees coming off the mat, feel free to come down to your forearms. Sleeping hero pose. Expand your chest, expand your heart. Breathe. You should feel the stretch in your quads. If there's pulling or tightness in your knees, you have gone too far. Come back up a level. Now we're just going to come back up out of the pose to sit on our knees. Bring our knees together. And then take it to a downward dog. Pedal out those feet. Stretching our right knee up. Open the hip, bending the knee. And then we're going to bring our knee forward to a pigeon pose. Just bring your knee behind your wrist, ankle behind the opposite wrist. Stretch up, sitting tall. And then you can come to fold over and resting pigeon. If this pose is too much for you, come out of the pose and go onto your back with your foot planted on the floor and bring the knee that should be bent to make a little number 4 on your thigh. And push your knee away from your body. We will be doing pigeon on the other side after this. And if you are still struggling with pigeon, again, do the same move on your back called thread the needle. So here we're going to come back to downward dog. Pedal out the feet. Reaching your left leg up. Open the hip, bending your knee. And then we're going to bring our knee in to meet our wrist and our ankle. We're going to sit up straight with our back before coming over into resting reclined pigeon. Take a few deep breaths here. If you are in thread the needle, you can pick up your thigh for more of a stretch and pull the foot that is down on the mat towards your body while pushing the knee that is in a number 4 position further from your body. Just a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to come back up out of pigeon, back to a child's pose, and then downward dog, pedaling out the heels. Before we come to take a moment on our mat, come to sit on your knees and just finish the practice any way that you usually do. Taking a deep breath, being thankful, whatever it may be.
Thanks for tuning in. Yoga is really great for relief after a heavy week of workouts. I really hope that you enjoyed this Yoga on the Dock series. Which yoga pose is really stress relieving for you? Let me know in the comments. And remember, I put out new videos every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.